Whoo, wow, wow, wow. Welcome to the Sports Fanatic. I am your host, Heaven Hollywood, and the New York Knicks upset the San Antonio Spurs. And we got to call it an upset because the New York Knicks was favored to lose this game, just like they're favored to lose the series. Now, we'll see what happens after all the money and numbers come in after tonight. But the New York Knicks come from behind after being down at 1.14 points. They come from behind and they beat the San Antonio Spurs on their home floor, 105-95, wrestling away home court advantage or stealing away home court advantage. And they now lead in this in the NBA Finals, 1-0 with Game 2 coming up on Friday. The New York Knicks, man, just resiliency and coming off of San Antonio's emotional win against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The New York Knicks came in here and they was trying to send a message. And their message was, yeah, we know Wemby is the alien. Yes, we know Wemby is going to block shots and he's intimidated. We are not going to be intimidated to the point where we're not going to go at him. We're going to play smart. We're not going to, shoot everything, or whenever we come down the middle, if we see he's there, we're going to pick our spots. But you've seen on several occasions, Cat take it to the basket. He took it to the basket on Wemby, I believe it was about 3 times. One time he got blocked. One time he made the shot. Another time I believe he got fouled, or blocked out of bounds, right? So, but his thing was he was going to keep coming. All right, he was going to keep coming at Wembanyama, and him and Mitchell Robinson did a great job on Victor Wembanyama. Now, we're going to get to some numbers for San Antonio. Wemby did end up with 26 points and 12 rebounds. However, he was 6 of 21 from the field, and more importantly, 2 of 9 from 3. He shot 9 3-pointers. So what that's telling you is the Knicks were pushing him away from the basket, right? And the Oklahoma City Thunder have to be watching this like, oh, they're taking it to the basket. Maybe we should have did that. I'm so frustrated watching Oklahoma City Thunder, especially after watching the Minnesota Timberwolves. Even though the Minnesota Timberwolves went out in 6 games, they at least was showing San Antonio, we're not going to run from Wemby. Okay? If he blocks him, so what? He's going to block some. He's 7'5". He's going to block some. But he's not going to block them all. All right? Julian Champagnie, he was hot in the first half. I believe he had 13 in the first half. He only ended up with 16 points. 5 of 11 from the field, 5 of 10 from three-point land, but he did add 10 rebounds. So good game for him, double-double, 16.10 rebounds. The San Antonio Spurs, the New York Knicks in the future, they got away with it tonight. They have to keep San Antonio off the boards, man, especially the offensive glass. Champagnie, 16 points, 10 rebounds. Victor Wembanyama was 26 and 12. And Devin Vassell, 9 points, 9 rebounds. He was only 4 of 11, though, from the field. And Stephon Castle had a good game, 17 points. He was 7 of 16 from the field, only 1 of 5 from 3. But he also added 8 rebounds. So the San Antonio Spurs, at the end of the day, they out-rebounded the Knicks 54-49. The Knicks also did a good job on the glass. De'Aaron Fox, 38 minutes, only 7 points, 3 of 13, 0 of 4 from 3. If this is going to be the De'Aaron Fox that the San Antonio Spurs get, they're going to be out of here in 5 games. All right? De'Aaron Fox has to be better. Dylan Harper continues to impress. He was 6 of 10 from the field, 16 points, 8 rebounds for him, a steal, I said, Dylan, oh man, Dylan Harper is an all-star. As long as he stays healthy, he's an all-star in this league, right? And he plays great defense. You could tell, you got that from his father. His father's a great defender. But Wembanyama, 6 turnovers, 26 points, 6 of 21, 3 block shots. But that was the Knicks continuing to go up. And let me go over the Knicks numbers. Jalen Brunson started out rough, right? He went down with an injury early to a knee. I believe it was Harrison Barnes that rolled over on his knee. After that, he got back up, and then he turned his ankle, I think, as soon as he came back in. But Jalen Brunson toughed it out. He finishes with 30 points. Now, he only shot 12 of 31 from the field and 2 of 9 from 3. But he made the clutch 3 down the stretch. He went on a mini run in the third quarter that got the Knicks back in this game, right? Karl Anthony Towns, very good game, 7 of 15, 18 points, 12 rebounds, did a great job on Wemby. A big day for OG Anunoby, 17 points. He was 3 of 6 from 3. 3 rebounds. He had 3 rebounds, a steal, and a block. But Josh Hart and Chet Holmgren, take notes. Take notes, fella. Because even though Josh Hart only had 3 points and 1 of 5 from the field, right? 0 of 3 from 3. If you're going to score 3 points, right? Chet Holmgren, if you're going to score 3 points and be 0 of 3 from 3 and only take 5 shots, guess what? Josh Hart had 15 rebounds, okay? 6 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, and he was a plus 22 when he was on the court. That's impacting the game without scoring. And the Knicks did exactly what they needed to do. They got their 1. Now, guess what? Now you need to get greedy. Don't just be satisfied with 1. Go out there and try to get 2. And if you can't get game 2, at least put enough pressure on them. Make it a game. Don't go out there and lay down, like I felt as though Oklahoma City did a couple of times after, we got home court back, so we know we got a game at home. And then that ended up coming back to bite them. Not saying they were trying to lose, but they did not play desperate. The Knicks need to come out here game 2 and play like they lost game 1. All right? The thing I was impressed about with the Knicks is they weren't afraid. Jalen Brunson took 31 shots. A lot of his shots were falling. He had a bad game by his measures. He still ended up with 30 points, right? He only turned the ball over 4 times. And Jalen Brunson is going to play better. He's going to play better. Think about it. He had shot 12 of 31 and 2 of 9 from 3. He's going to play better. And the Knicks did not play a great game. They got out-rebounded, right? They were on the road, and they still come away with a 10-point victory. So game 2 is Friday night. It's going to be very interesting. The Knicks showed you how to play Victor Wembanyama. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson. They came and they made it very difficult for Wemby. Now comes the adjustments. They saw game 1. Once the San Antonio come back with game 2, I believe they're going to be trapping Jalen Brunson, much more kind of similar to how they played SGA. I believe they will be trapping Jalen Brunson from the opening tip come Friday night. So y'all let me know down in the comments what you think. Game 1 goes to the Knicks. OKC, Chet Holmgren. This is how you play a team. This is how you play Wemby. You can't be afraid of him. You can't be afraid of him. He's going to block some shots. But San Antonio, to me, and you can let me know if you agree down in the comments. You saw when the Knicks beat Cleveland, they were like, okay, we still got 4 more games to go. San Antonio beat Oklahoma City. Look at them. you would think they won. You would think they won a championship. If you didn't know anything about any of the series and you turned that on there, you would say, "Oh, it's over. San Antonio won the title." It seems to me like it's still all use all their energy beating Oklahoma City. Was that their championship when they beat Oklahoma City? Let me know down below if you think the Knicks. I picked the Knicks in 6 from the start. Y'all let me know what you think. Will San Antonio bounce back? You still got San Antonio win this series? Let me know down in the comments what you think the adjustments for Game 2 need to be for the San Antonio Spurs. Knicks take Game 1, 105-95. This is Heaven Hollywood for the Sports Fanatic.